Good morning, everyone. My name is Lauren, and I am a licensed esthetician and skin coach with Art of Skincare. And today we have episode 2 or month 2 of our 6-month glow up routine. So last month we covered kind of where to start, right? Now we're at that 5-month mark, excuse me. We're 5 months away from that big day. So whether that means that you are the bride or groom, a member of that bridal party, or if you just have an event that you are getting prepared for, then this is the series for you. On today's episode, we're going to be covering body care. So one of the most common things that I hear when someone is getting prepared for a big event is their concerns with their upper body relative to their arms, their chest, and their back. So some of the most common complaints or concerns that we hear is keratosis polaris, upper body hyperpigmentation, and general firming of the upper body. So that's what we're going to be covering today. Now, keratosis polaris is also known as KP and often referred to as chicken skin. This is a condition that's completely harmless. If anything, it's just a bit annoying, and it does tend to worsen in the winter months as we tend to become a little bit drier. There are some things that we can do to help combat keratosis polaris or KP, and so that's what I want to share with you today. Now, simple enough, KP can be managed with regular, gentle exfoliation and really nice hydration. So KP happens when we have an excess of keratin in the skin that begins to plug those hair follicles. And that's where we're going to start to get those bumps, those raised bumps on the skin. This is most common in children and in adolescents, but it's not uncommon for adults to have this as well. You'll typically find this on the backs of the arms, backs of the thighs, and the butt, but it can be found in other places of the body as well. Now, a tried and true staple here at AOS when it comes to combating KP is going to be with Rhonda Allison's Bamboo Scrub. So Rhonda Allison's Bamboo Scrub, just keep it in your shower. And not only does it smell heavenly, but your skin genuinely feels softer, better hydrated immediately after the first use. So this, as the name suggests, utilizes bamboo as well as pearl and is also packed with antioxidants in it. As a fun side note, this was actually, so as you may know, Rhonda Allison was the first line that Gina, our CEO and founder, brought on when she had her brick and mortar spa when she was just starting out. And she would often send home her newlywed clients or soon-to-be wed clients with bamboo scrub because it has such a luxurious feel, and it's a really wonderful and intimate way to spend some time with your partner on your honeymoon. So as a note, bamboo scrub is perfect for you if you and your partner want to have some really lovely alone time together. Now, with that in mind, we also want to keep the skin really well hydrated. So we have a few options there. Now, because we're working against that plugged hair follicle, I prefer to have my clients use a lotion that's going to provide you with really wonderful hydration, but it's not going to be excessively thick or is packed with a lot of comedogenic ingredients, because again, we're wanting to allow the skin to breathe. So we have a few options for you here at Art of Skincare, but a recent and new favorite of mine, and I want to say of ours, is actually going to be from Clearstem. So this is their soft skin body lotion. This is packed with vitamin E. It has a really lovely fresh scent to it. And this is clear of any comedogenic ingredients. So if you are acne prone, or if you just prefer a lightweight lotion that's going to supply you with really lovely hydration, then this is a fantastic lotion for you. A little bit goes a very long way with this one, and it's an absolute, again, recent favorite of mine. An alternative scrub, since we're talking about Clearstem right now, to bamboo scrub. Let's say you've tried bamboo scrub. I know that you love it because if you've tried it, you can't help but to love it. But you want to try something new. I highly recommend the vitamin scrub from Clear Stem. So this here has vitamin C, it has hemp extract, it's packed with antioxidants. Again, everything from Clear Stem has a really lovely, light but fresh fragrance to it. And this is going to be another wonderful, gentle exfoliant that's going to do a really great job for you. You can use this on your face, so you could use this head to toe, and it's a really wonderful treatment for KP, or if you're just looking for a gentle but effective exfoliant that also has some really nice brightening properties to it naturally as well. So again, that is going to be the vitamin scrub from Clear Stem. So KP, again, can be really just a bit of an annoyance when it comes to skin conditions because it's not a harmful condition, but it is something that's always going to need to be managed. So just to reiterate, KP can be managed as simply as regular, gentle exfoliation, as well as really gentle, lightweight hydration. And those two things right there is going to help to get your KP in a nice place. Now, KP does take some time to mitigate, so being that we are 5 months away from the big day, this is a really great time for you to start. We are currently entering November almost, and so we're going to start to see a shift into more drier weather. And so if you are in a drier climate, this is something to keep in mind because that is a natural irritant for Kerasis Polaris. So we want to make sure that you're keeping well hydrated. You can also assist your internal hydration with omega support. So one of my favorites is from Hum, and it's called OMG, or Omega the Great. And I personally love this because it is a vegan formula, so you don't have any of that fishy aftertaste, and it's really easy on the stomach. So that is something that you can do to assist your internal hydration as well. Next thing that I want to talk to you about is going to be body hyperpigmentation. So if you are someone that likes to spend a lot of time outdoors, again, we just left summertime, so if you've spent a lot of time outdoors and you're starting to see a lot of freckling that you didn't have before, this is a really great time of year to combat that. As well as being at that 5-month mark away from the big day, this is a great time for you to start on that body brightening routine also. There's a few different routes, many routes that you can take with this, but I pulled some of my favorite staples for you that we have here at AOS, and one of them is going to come in the small but mighty packaging of the Pure Herb Clarity Brightening Bar. So this has 38 brightening herbs, as in addition to fenugreek and bearberry, as well as yarrow. So it's packed with antioxidants as well as being a lot of natural brightenings. And it comes in a really pretty packaging. So not only does this make for a great gift for someone else, but also a great gift for yourself. This can't be overused, so you can use this every single time in the shower. I particularly love it because while it is very corrective, it's not very drying. And I feel that a lot of times we're working towards brightening properties or brightening products, we tend to find that a lot of them have some drying effects to them. And I find that this isn't something that I have to be concerned with when it comes to the Clarity Brightening Bar. It is also acne safe for those of you that are concerned, and can also be a wonderful assistant to your bamboo scrub or your vitamin scrub if you are struggling with KP, just as a side note. Something else that you can keep in your shower is going to be the Lemieux Brightening Cleanser. The Lemieux Brightening Cleanser has grapefruit oil in it, and you can certainly smell it. What I love about all Lemieux cleansers is that a little bit goes a very, very long way. So if I'm just using this for my face, I'm using barely half a pump for it. I personally love to keep this in the shower. It's what I consider to be a shower staple cleanser, because when I use a full pump of this cleanser, I am able to work head to belly button, and it really, really lathers. So I love the natural brightening properties in this. So you could use it as your facial cleanser, but then also bring that down and use it as your upper body cleanser as well, excuse me. Now, outside of the shower, something that I love to use for both the face, but also for the upper body for clients of mine is going to be from Rhonda Allison, and that's called the Brightening Pigment Tonic. Now, Brightening Pigment Tonic has Bellis perennis, also known as daisy flower extract, in it. And daisy flower extract is a natural alternative to hydroquinone. So it's really wonderful that we're getting those natural brightening properties without those yucky side effects that sometimes hydroquinone can have. Now, this here comes in a pump. So when we're using this on the body, I actually recommend that you switch this over to a mist so that you can actually spritz your skin. What's particularly wonderful about this is that it has natural tyrosinase inhibitors. Tyrosinase inhibitors are going to help to stop that formation of melanin before it starts. So not only is this a really wonderful corrective formula, but it's also a really wonderful combative and preventative formula. So again, this can be used for your full face, but if you're using it for your body, switch it over to a mist. Something that you can use can be found on Amazon or at Target, and that's going to be a continual mister. And this could be a really great way for you to use it on your body without having to use multiple pads. So this here really just allows for full saturation without wasting a lot of your product. The next thing that we're going to be discussing today is upper body firming. So another common complaint or concern that we get when it comes to a big day is, especially if you're a bridesmaid or if you're a bride that wants to wear a strapless dress, is going to be those underarms or that general arm area. I hate the phrase, but for lack of better phrasing, it's often referred to as bat wings when we're talking about loose underarms. So if this is something that concerns you, whether you have an event or not, the best device that I can offer you is going to be the MBK Curve. So the MBK Curve is a small but mighty device that utilizes radio frequency, ultrasound, ultrasonic vibrations, as well as LED therapy. So this can be used head to toe, but I feel that it really shines when we're using it as a body treatment device. So for the body, we're going to be utilizing that radio frequency for firming and tightening, and then that ultrasound for more of a plumping and detoxifying effect. When we're using this on the body, one of the common things that we're using it for, or that it's marketed for, is going to be cellulite, right? So cellulite happens when fat cells accumulate and push up against the skin, but then we have those fibers attached to the skin that pull down. What this does is it creates a dimpling or a puckering effect, often known as cellulite, that we see on the skin. So how the curve helps to combat this is it helps to redistribute those healthy fat cells so that we get that firmer, more even surface appearance to the skin. Now the curve is going to come with obviously the device itself as well as the charging cord, but it also comes with the Body Curve Serum. The Body Curve Serum has a lipo complex to it as well as algae that helps to target those unhealthy fat cells and reduce their volume. So this is going to help with that dimpling effect that we were talking about where it pushes up against the skin, while that RF helps to redistribute those healthy fat cells. So this can be used on the arms, the full body. So if you're using it for cellulite, that's typically going to be on the back of the thighs and legs, as well as the butt. And that's going to be another place where you can get yourself a handy dandy mister like this, again, off of Amazon or Target, because you're going to want to keep the skin moist when you're working on it. So the best case scenario for your curve when you're using it for tightening is that you're going to first apply your Body Curve Serum to the area that you're working on. So let's say my arm here. I'm going to turn my machine on to my RF setting. And then I'm going to want to use a conductive gel. When we're working with an ultrasound device, when we're wanting that conductivity, we need to be using a proper conductive gel. So after I apply my body curve serum, I'm going to apply my conductive gel. I love the O2 calming gel. A little bit of it goes a really long way. It's at a fantastic price point, which is what I prefer when I'm using a conductive gel for the body, because obviously we're using a lot more than we would use for just the face. And it also partners well with the isocell recovery solution. This is what you're going to use to keep that area moist so that you maintain that slip on the skin for a longer treatment. I do find that this mist is wonderful, but when I'm working on more awkward areas like the back of my legs, I do find that the continual mister is just a bit more handy to work with. So for the arms, what we're going to want to do is, again, apply that body curve serum, apply that isocell, and we're going to start with the sieve setting, or that ultrasound setting. That's, again, just going to help to promote detoxification, as well as pushing this serum further into the skin. After that, we'll apply the O2 calming gel and switch to that RF setting, and we're going to do a full 10-minute treatment. So if your schedule allows, I recommend 10 minutes on each arm, or you can do 5 minutes on each arm if you're doing more regular treatments. I recommend doing these treatments 2 to 3 times per week. You can use the curve on a daily basis, but so long as you're working on different areas of the body. And if you want for your own customized body routine to be put together, I highly recommend that you utilize our free skincare checkups. Those can be found in the Reward Center when you're logged in, and you can write in what your concerns are, what you're currently using, or what you aspire to use, and if you're curious if it's right for you. And one of our licensed estheticians like myself can actually put together an itemized play-by-play of what you should be using at home and when to address your concerns. But I find that the curve is just this small powerhouse device that really lends itself to showing results very quickly when we're looking to firm the skin or looking to address cellulite. Now, speaking about cellulite, we always like to lead with transparency here at AOS, right? So I do want to mention that cellulite has many attributing factors, from genetics to hormonal to general lifestyle and even water intake. So one of the best things I could recommend to you is making sure, again, that you're really well hydrated before doing any of your treatments. This is going to help you in general lifestyle long term, but it's also going to make sure that you're getting the best results out of your device. My whole purpose of this 6-month glow up is to be able to give you bite-sized information on what you should be doing each month. So I really wanted to make sure that I was able to hit all of my points in a quick manner. So we started off talking about Kerasis Polaris, aka KP. KP is quite an annoyance, but it can be easily maintained or managed, with regular gentle exfoliation and hydration, both internally and externally. So the 2 favorites that I chose for that were Rhonda Allison Bamboo Scrub, as well as Vitamin Scrub. And for the moisturizer for the body lotion, it's going to be the Soft Skin Body Lotion from Clear Stem as well. So 2 quick steps to help you on your path of clearing that KP. Again, we typically say see KP on the back of the arms, backs of the legs, and buttocks. We then talked about upper body hyperpigmentation. Again, regular gentle exfoliation is highly beneficial with that. The vitamin scrub that we discussed has natural brightening properties to it. And following that with the brightening pigment tonic from Rhonda Allison is really beneficial. Again, this has Bellis perennis, also known as daisy flower extract, a natural hydroquinone alternative. So this is not only going to help to address existing hyperpigmentation, but it's going to stop new hyperpigmentation in its tracks before it takes form on the surface of the skin. And following that, of course, we talked about body firming. If you're looking to firm the body, the number one device I can recommend to you is going to be the MBK curve. This really is the gift that keeps on giving. You can use this head to toe. It works well for the face as well. So if you're looking to address sagging neck, this could be a great device for you. Firming of the arms for those of you that are going to be wearing strapless dresses, or if you just have upper body insecurities, this is a very helpful device. And then just to wrap things up, again, we offer free skincare checkups to our registered members. It is easy and completely free to register to be a member at AOS, and there's a multitude of benefits that come along with it, including the free skincare checkups and our really generous rewards program. We also have consultation programs, so if you're someone that suffers from acne, or if you just don't know where to start, it's a 16-week program or a 4-week program where you work hand in hand with your very own acne coach or healthy skin coach like myself or Morgan. So I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Please join us next month for month 3 or episode 3 of our 6-month glow up. Bye guys.